We had a few guys with illness, but they're all feeling better. So Kuda and Leaf will run around today, so that's good. Questions?
How much of keeping them away from the building was maybe a reaction to the outbreaks he had last year?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's certainly a part of it. We're trying to alleviate it getting spread around. So yeah, that was a big part of it.
What do you think your team has learned about winning, I guess, just over the last month by winning, right? Like, especially for a young team, it's probably important. So what have they learned about just what it takes to win?
I mean, look, I think, obviously the more you win and the ways that you learn to win, you get better at it, because there's a number of ways to do it. And that's what's transpired. We've done it. The game plans have all been different. The opponents are different. Win with a lead, come from behind, keep the lead in a tight game. I think you learn to stay composed. Certainly when things don't go your way, you don't go in the tank. And, it's just about cleaning up the errors that maybe cost you a play or two or, that gave them a little bit of momentum. So I just think, those things, that's normally what happens, And, there again, your confidence grows. And we have a lot of confidence right now.
Carries week to week, or do they go away when a game starts?
Well, I believe your confidence certainly grows and helps you, but as far as the week, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's as far as that, you have to treat every opponent. It doesn't matter, I mean, we were a team who hadn't won a game, and we won 3 at the end of the year last year against some pretty good teams. So you got to be prepared every game. It doesn't matter what their record is, how good they are, or what the perception is. You have to practice a certain way. You have to prepare a certain way. You have to have the right game plan. You have to make the right moves in critical moments. Can't turn the ball over. Got to get takeaways. It's all the same recipe.
What has Jerry brought to your defense since he's come back? We talked to Aaron this week. He said he's an Aaron Glenn kind of guy. I'm just curious from your perspective.
That's what he said?
He said Jerry's an Aaron Glenn kind of guy.
I would agree with that. Well, he's first of all, he's highly competitive. He's highly competitive. He's very tough, and he looks at himself as a total package as a corner. So I think it starts with toughness. Like our guys got to be tough. I mean, you got to be willing to challenge on the perimeter. You got to be willing to tackle on the perimeter. You got to gap responsibility, and he does those things. Because when you play corner and you come up and when you have everything gapped out and it's going to kick back to the corner and you make a play, you make a tackle, that only just breeds the confidence of the D-line, the linebackers. It gets them all. It's no different than wide receivers blocking in the run game for the O-line. Like you gain instant respect and credibility. So that's where it starts. And he's got the ability to cover. He's not scared. He's not worried about getting beat. He can put it behind him and go to the next one, which you have to. Quarterback and cornerbacks have to have very short memories to have success in this league because things are going to happen. They always do. And he's got all those.
Romeo sounded pretty confident Wednesday that he would be up and have a role. We're at Friday now. How confident are you that he'll be able to play this week?
I'm confident. He's gone the last 2 days. He's going again today. There's been no setbacks. Every week he's taken a little bit more practice reps, and so he's involved. And, I don't know how many snaps he'll get, but certainly we see him going and having a role for us.
One more on the front. Last time Will Harris had a midweek hip pop up, he missed the game when he was Dallas. What does this one look like? Is there a chance he might not be available for it?
Tough to say. There is a chance that he's not, but this is one of those, man. Let's see what he looks like or how he feels today, and we'll just take it day to day.
Building on that, Evan Brown returned to practice this week. How's he looked, and what's his kind of perspective for Friday or for Sunday?
Same thing. I think today will tell a lot. He's better than he was last week, and he's still kind of working through it. So it's tough to say right now. I mean, I think he is, as of right now, he truly is questionable right now, this moment.
What would be the plan with Coyote down as well right now, if those two can't go?
Well, I don't want to say who that is, but we've got about 3 options, and so we're ready. I mean, we feel good with what we've got.
Dan, to what extent do you think your team is aware that they're favored in this game? And is that anything that you ever talk with them about just ignoring that or closing out?
No, I mean, all I've told them is there again, we can't bet, so it has nothing to do with, that's illegal. I'll get banned for life from this league if I. So since we can't bet it, it has no bearing on us. But what I would say is this: I go back to the fact that and I keep hitting this, and our players have done a good job of, man, you're always respect your opponent. This team has won 10 games now, and it doesn't matter how you did it. You won them, and you earned that. There is no, it was a fluke. That doesn't exist in this league. And they are finding ways to win. They always have, and they're where they're at for a reason, and you cannot overlook that. So they've been down, they've been up, and they always find a way. So those teams, man, if you don't have the respect for those teams, you'll get buried by them. So, and they have plenty of talent over there too. So it's just the same thing. Stay the course, understand what we have to do. It's all the little things. But this opponent's going to come in ready to go. They can win the division at our place. So that's the message.
Actually, this is the first time in the Super Bowl era that a 10-2 team has been an underdog to a 5-7. What does that say about your team and where you are and how you're playing right now?
I don't know, because that's there again. And I'm being as honest as I can. I don't know. I really don't even know how to respond to that. I mean, I'm shocked by that, but there again, it doesn't. All those things don't matter. Point spread, who's favored. It doesn't. This team finds ways to win, and if we're not ready to go and we don't handle our business, it's going to take every one of us, coaches and players, to win this game. That's what I do know, because they got plenty over there, and there again, a team that finds ways to win. Those are dangerous teams.
The respect people maybe have for what you guys are starting to accomplish here, though, like and I know you're playing to win games, not necessarily to get people's respect, but just the fact that people are recognizing where you guys have
No,
come.
it's the same people that we were trash when we were 1-6, so it's irrelevant. And if we don't win this game, then it's back to well, we're not what we were, and it's a fluke and blah blah blah. So it's all about, man, the next game right in front of us. That's all we can worry about, and it's about playing good football and knowing that it's going to come down to the wire. It's going to come down to the last 2 minutes of this game, and we got to get ourselves in that position in the last minute of the game to have an opportunity to win. And then when we have our opportunity, we got to find a way to finish it out, because that's what they've done well.
There's been a lot of talk about learning how to win, and we've seen this team do that. Is there something added when it's learning how to win in December and these games start to become more important and there's brighter lights and more attention to it?
I mean, there can be, but there again, I think that for us, we've been through a ton of stuff in a year and a half now, and we've been through everything, injuries and illness and, the losses. And I just think we're built for whatever comes. I do believe that. And that's how Brad and I built this roster. It's a resilient group. It's a group that goes to work. It's a group that just stays focused on what's in front of them. And I don't see any of that changing. So that gives me hope. It always will.
As good as the Vikings have been on opening drives, do you spend any extra time trying to dissect those scripts, and does it affect what you decide on the coin toss even?
No, it can, but it won't. It won't this time. But yeah, they've been very good. Their openers are great, and it's always about getting the flow. They're going to want to get 18 involved, get Cook involved. Those are no brainers. Why wouldn't you? They're the 2 best players they've got on offense, and certainly getting Cousins in a groove, and then it's all setting up what's next after that if they have production. So they've been very good with those things, and you pay attention to what those plays are, but you know, there again, I think a lot of it is, man, surviving the storm, man. We got to be able to survive that. And you say it a lot, believe it or not. It's, you know, you just got to be able to survive that opening drive, because a lot of teams with their openers are better than others, and this team is really good with them.
Was out at practice yesterday. I don't know how long he's been around the building or if his prognosis has changed in any way this season, but what is he providing just by being here?
Yeah, when Big V's around, it's just, you know, look, I've said it, guys really, he's a great teammate, you know, he endears himself to those guys, and I would say for a group that's in a pretty good mood, he lifts spirits, so that says a lot about him. He's just, you know, he's as good as they come. So just to have him around, and he's got some, you know, he'll give some input and help out and different things, but it's good just to have him here.
Yeah, Dan, just one thing. It's been 10, 11, 12 weeks, whatever it was, since you played the Vikings the first time, even the first year coach and staff. Have they changed much, evolved more in that period of time than they might have? It's been Mike Zimmer's team still that has been there for a number of years.
Have they changed?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
No, I mean, for the most part, it's the same team. Here's the two things that I noticed. They've changed a few things on third down in some areas. Their defense has. And two, Jefferson's a better player than he was when we played him the first time. Those are the two things that are different.
I'm sure you've been bunkered in here for most of the week and whatnot, but can you feel sort of the excitement? Is it tangible, like, about this game and about, you know, what you guys have done here of late? Is this, I know you said Monday that this was the game that you sort of, why you get into coaching. So
Yeah, I just know for us it's exciting. So I feel like knowing that from us, I just know it's a ripple effect. So yeah, I get that. I understand that.
What do you expect Ford Field to be like?
Yeah, I mean,
It's been pretty electric.
it's been electric, and I expect it to be at a minimum the same as it's been, which has been very good, and then some. So I know that they're gonna give us an advantage. They're gonna help our defense out. I do know that. It's a loud place to be at.
thank you, Dean.
Thanks, Dan.